Genesis, inception, creation. It's about time. I am, like you, fascinated by the challenges of video marketing. Things like, how do I get my customer to buy and not look like a fool on camera? Or what is the best camera to use when I'm on a budget? I find these and other questions intriguing. So when it comes to video marketing, I like to learn from the best. That's why when I first met Mike and Andy, I liked them from the start. Last week, they showed us a bad video. Unfortunately, it's typical of the quality of videos most of us are making today. However, today, Andy, with help from Mike, will show you how to make a good video, like a boss. And if you're like me, you're excited.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Well done.
Because it's about time.
I can't believe we forgot to do that. It was the whole point of the second video.
It's okay. We'll just reshoot it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix this. Okay. Do you have a DeLorean?
What?
Forget it. Never mind. Follow me.
It's a hot tub. Hot tub time.
What was the purpose of the mankinis?
My friend Tom assured me this would work.
Travel back in time. Then we could tell our past selves not to shoot on a fancy camera, but instead to shoot on an... Well, where did our stuff go?
Oh, you get one good idea and you have to make a federal case out of it. Okay.
Ready?
Let's do this. But we can't let him see us.
Why not?
Some sort of time paradox thing. I don't know. Saw in the movie.
Hey, then use this.
Dude,
Yeah?
you carry ski masks?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's friends with both the director of the Blair Witch Project.
And the executive producer of Lord of the Rings.
We get it. He's a pro.
So you let me get my freak on?
No.
Hey, a camera!
Whoa, dude, you got a DeLorean?
Yeah, eBay.
Do we have enough road to get to 88 miles an hour?
Roads, where we're going, we don't need.
Stop it.
They stole our camera.
What are we gonna shoot video 2 with?
The video you just saw was photographed entirely on an iPhone. So is the rest of the video you're about to see. Welcome to Video Genesis.
Hi again, it's Andy Jenkins.
And Mike Filsaime.
And like we promised in video 1, we're going to show you what a good Andy video looks like.
To do that, we're going to walk you through how we set up the screen recording, slideshow, and video recording to make a slick and professional looking video.
But what we want you to do when you're watching the good Andy video.
You really enjoy saying that, don't you?
Uh-huh. What we want you to do is not only pay attention to how the video looks and sounds.
We also want you to notice how the sales copy, the product demonstration, and the call to action in this Good Andy video is deliberately designed to inspire the viewers to take massive and immediate action.
Now, before we start, Mike and I wanted to express our sincere thanks for your thoughtful and encouraging comments that you left for us on the last video.
We know that this kind of marketing video was risky, and we hope that you had never seen anything like it before, in a good way.
And your encouragement really keeps us focused on delivering you the best training possible.
Speaking of the next video,
we didn't have access to our normal cameras, so
just to prove that technology should never be a barrier to your video marketing success,
we've decided to shoot this entire video and the Good Andy video on an iPhone. It should be pretty interesting, and if we can pull it off, anyone with a smartphone should be able to make great sales increasing marketing videos.
awesome. Looks like our plan worked. They're shooting on iPhones.
Yeah, well, that's good because we might have freaked some people out with that first video. You know, it was
Pretty
Intense.
still, our past selves, they're going to have some audio challenges, and lighting in that small space, it's going to be cramped. And an iPhone or any smartphone for that matter, it doesn't have a zoom lens.
So how are they going to get the close-ups? Well, here they go. Let's see what they come up with.
Okay.
Okay, Andy, first things first. In the Bad Andy video, you had a really ugly background. What are we going to do about that?
Well, Mike, we're using something called seamless paper.
Wow, that's clean and simple.
And it's cheap. This roll is 9 feet wide. There's about 50 feet of paper on the roll, and it costs less than $40. It's also really light, which means it's easy to support. I'm using a background support stand that I got on Amazon for about $40.
Does it come in other colors?
It comes in dozens of different colors, but they have funny names like Tulip, Bone, Orchid, Thunder Gray, and Midnight Black. It also comes in vinyl, so if you want something that's like a little bit more durable, like if you were gonna walk on it, you could use vinyl. But since the cold open of the Good Andy video is made up of medium shots and close-ups, I only need something that comes down here to the floor.
You like white for any particular reason?
Yeah, it's easy to light.
How are you lighting this?
As easy as possible. Let's talk about some lights. They're called LEDs.
What's cool about them?
What's cool is they're cool, literally. They give off hardly any heat and don't have actual bulbs in them, so they're like super durable and take only a little bit of electricity. You can actually power these things off of batteries if you need to.
Where did you get these?
eBay.
And these lights?
Well, these are soft boxes. I use them to light the subject and throw some light onto the background.
I heard you call these a big source. What's that mean?
Good memory, man. A big source excels at making the subject's skin look soft and pleasing, because I need that. And it also flattens out the shadows on their face, which makes them look
pretty good.
So we're shooting this on an iPhone.
Yeah, Mike, this whole video, including what's photographing us right now, is all being shot on an iPhone.
What should our friends be thinking about when using their smartphone to shoot their videos?
Well, first things first, you want good audio. Since this isn't your typical camera with audio inputs, we need a way to get the audio from my microphone into the iPhone.
But first, explain what kind of audio you've got going on right now.
I'm wearing a lavalier mic. Some people call it a lapel mic.
Any bossy tricks to using a lapel microphone? Haha, okay man, I get it. I get it. You're mad about me shutting down your ideas in the last video. You're starting to freak me out, boss.
Perfect, which is why you remember this tip. Take your hand, make an L shape, and where your thumb lands with your shirt is where you put your lapel mic.
Damn!
And now we're taking the audio from this mic and we're going to plug it into this little cool adapter in order to get the audio into our iPhone. Problem solved.
So how are you going to frame this shot?
Well, first I'm going to frame it as a medium shot. And a medium shot looks like this.
And what about your close-up?
I'm going to do all that in the edit, Mike. I'll show you that later.
So you're going to get 2 shots with just 1 take?
Like a boss. So before we go on, let's just show them 2 more cool tricks. How we set up our screen capture and how we're going to set up the slides for the Good Andy video.
You've already got the Video Genesis branding loaded in the background, and your desktop is blessedly free of distracting icons. What's next?
Well, audio, baby. This is a Logitech G330 USB headset mic. It's $50. I mean, Logitech screwed up. They released a $50 headset that sounds amazing. But here's what you want to do. You want to put the microphone boom in line with your jaw, like right here. And so that keeps the mic from picking up plosive sounds like
Pretty.
Right, exactly. And it picks up some warmth from your jaw, which resonates like a tuning fork.
Next?
Well, so I can be fast and efficient, I've already got my browser open, and I'm going to preload web pages that I'm going to visit during my presentation so I don't have to waste any time.
In the bad Andy video, your slides were terrible. What's your plan for the good Andy video?
First, since we're demonstrating Trello and Trello already has a visual style, I'm going to choose a slide design that's similar. And in this case, I'm going to go with something simple, just like this.
What about the presentation size? We want to avoid those pillar bars we saw in the last video?
Right, so same size as I shot, which is full HD, and I'm going to just select that right there. So that's the same size as my desktop and the same size as our shooting frame.
Anything else?
Well, since I've already got my Trello page open, I'm going to grab a quick screenshot of it, just like this. I've already made some benefit-oriented slides. I'm going to use this little anagram transition to reset the viewer's attention span every time I change the slide.
Awesome. Anything else?
Now, man, let's shoot this thing.
Bad videos are a thing of the past. Nobody got time for that, so let's get on with the best. You'll be making videos like this in just no time. Make them how you want, like a boss. It's about time.
And now, the good Andy video.
Hi, I'm Andy Jenkins, and I have a warning. If you're the kind of person that uses written to-do lists to organize your life, your productivity is getting a beat down. In this video, I'm going to show you a free, online, use anywhere application that uses visual rewards to boost your output dramatically. And that's just the beginning. If you work with the team, I'll show you how this software brings people together to create the fastest precision output. So boss, welcome to Trello, a little breakthrough from a company called Fog Creek Software. Maybe you remember these folks. They revolutionized project management with an app called FogBuzz that companies like Intel, eBay, Apple, Sony, and Microsoft use to develop software. Now they've turned their attention to personal productivity and team collaboration, and the results are quite frankly outstanding. The sign-up process is easier than starting a Facebook account, and setting up your project in Teams is fast. It was so easy that I decided to risk using it for a chaotic launch, and I have to tell you, it rocked. What I love about Trello is that it's visual. I added images to certain tasks so I see, not just read, how my project is progressing and make adjustments if I need to. Now to start, I captured everything. I just threw it into a category that I called the bucket. Then I assigned a team member by dragging their image onto the task. Check this out. I assigned Sean the create landing page task, gave it a due date that will cause his buttocks to tighten, moved it to the top of the bucket list so he would notice that it has a higher priority, and just in case being at the top of the list wasn't an obvious sign, I gave it a high priority mark with Trello's built-in label system. Now, Sean gets an alert. He springs into action. Into action. First, he drags his tasks into the doing category so I know he's in it to win it. And when he's done working hard, he drags that into the review category. I take a look, give him some feedback right in the task, then label the task that it needs changes. Simply awesome. I think Trello is revolutionary, not only because of its simple setup, you can literally be using it 3 minutes from now, but also because your teams will be more productive because they can quickly see what their priority is when they get notified. It's fully customizable. I've used it from everything from writing a blog post, to copywriting, to managing fast-paced projects, and it worked brilliantly. Trello is my new project manager, and that's saying something because, like you, I've tried them all. Yes, I highly recommend it, and the price simply can't be beat. But if free wasn't enough, let me sweeten the deal. Before you sign up with Trello, send me an email to trello@videogenesis.com, and I'll shoot you a video tutorial I made that shows you how I use Trello to manage a multi-million-dollar project with just a handful of people. You can enter your email below this video to get that tutorial, or email me directly at trello@videogenesis.com. I'll see you in the next video.
Good video rocks, bad just sucks, no more secrets, they're now unlocked. Video Genesis shows the easy way to good video, so let's start the day with VideoGenesis.com.
You know, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Really? You didn't feel handicapped shooting on an iPhone?
Actually, there were less things to consider and less technology to worry about, which means...
You can concentrate on the message.
Absolutely.
So you don't miss your fancy camera.
You know, Mike, the best camera is the one that you have with you. But still, I wonder why those weirdos stole a 7-year-old camera.
This thing is 7 years old? Why did we even bother to steal it?
To prove a point, man, I use tools to make video almost every single day. They're an extension of my hands. I stopped stressing over the best cameras or software or whether you use a Mac or a PC a long time ago.
It's all good. It's not about the gear anymore.
Yeah, another way to put it is, it's not the arrow that you're shooting, it's the archer that's shooting it.
So what are you thinking about in that genius head of yours?
You know, this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think good video simply stomps everything else. I think it gets the most sales. I think it gets the most traffic, and it gets the most fans. And I think it causes the most buzz. It's polarizing, Mike. Video can create controversy.
Controversy? You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. It's a great thing.
Really? Why?
Brother, 2 reasons. When you've got someone in front of your offer, you don't want a wishy-washy reaction. You want a strong reaction. Unless you're going to sit down across the table and talk to everyone that wants to buy your stuff, the absolute best alternative is to put them in front of a video to get that reaction. Video lets your viewer know exactly what you're all about.
But what if they don't like what you're all about?
Then you didn't want them as a customer anyway.
Dude, that's hardcore.
Yeah, well, repeat after me, Mike. Go where you're celebrated, not just tolerated. If you want everyone to like you, you're going to have to water down your passion to the point that it didn't risk offending anyone. And then everything that drove you to start your business, the core motivation you had to sell your products that transform people's lives, all that gets lost because you're worried about being acceptable.
Amen, man. You don't need everyone to like you.
Exactly. You want to be speaking to a focused group of people that share your passion. They're the ones that are listening. They're the ones that are ready to take action.
And in my experience, they're the ones with the money.
And that's reason number 2. Video attracts buyers. That's why video converts. People looking to spend their treasure on what you've got to sell, man, they want the info. And good video gives them the best education, which gives them the power to make a decision.
Power to the people. Let's see how they did.
Hi, I'm Andy Jenkins, and I have a warning. If you're the kind of person that uses written to-do lists to organize your life, your productivity is getting a beat down.
You don't waste any time hooking the viewer hard.
That's because you can't. Mike, you've got 8 to 15 seconds to convince your viewer that the video they're watching is useful to them. So I made sure they knew what I thought. Regular to-do lists are lame.
That will get their attention.
In this video, I'm going to show you a free online use anywhere application that uses visual rewards to boost your output dramatically.
This part of the video is called the promise of the premise.
Right. A premise is an argument in favor of an idea, which in this case is visual rewards. The promise is dramatically boosted output. Put those together and you've got the big picture idea wrapped in an easy to digest concept. And that's just the beginning. If you work with the team, I'll show you how this software brings people together to create the fastest precision output.
You called out a certain situation here, working with teams.
Yeah, this is called a circumstantial promise. Can I tell you something, a little controversial?
Here comes the hate mail. Go ahead.
You're not selling to a person. You're selling to the circumstance that they're in.
What do you mean?
Well, Mike, I'm going to guess that astronauts, pastors, yoga instructors, filmmakers, even yuppies use to-do lists. The point is, it's not about who you are selling to. It's about understanding what circumstance they are in that makes your product relevant to them.
Okay, so in this case, you're targeting people that work with teams on projects.
Yep, right. It's called a circumstance promise, and it's designed to not only give more detail about the features of the product,
That it has team management capability.
right, it's also designed to be a call out to those people so they know that Trello is not just an individual application. So boss, welcome to Trello, a little breakthrough from a company called Fog Creek Software. Maybe you remember these folks. They revolutionized project management with an app called FogBuzz that companies like Intel, eBay, Apple, Sony, and Microsoft use to develop software.
You gave some background here about the company.
And I did that because they're pretty awesome. It's called Authority. Now, Fog Creek works with some pretty amazing brands, man. They are no joke.
Meaning they've got credibility when it comes to project management. I also noticed you use showing details here instead of just telling them about their track record.
Well, showing details are key. That's what makes it a motion picture. Now, imagine all the thoughts and feelings that are associated with those images. By showing them, our little video inherits that data, and then we get the benefit of our viewers' previous experience right in our video. Now they've turned their attention to personal productivity and team collaboration, and the results are, quite frankly, outstanding.
This is great. It's called The Reason Why.
You know, it's so simple, but it hardly gets done. People need a reason why something exists, right? Or a reason why before they make a decision.
And it also helps to have a reason why this video exists.
That's right. They're catalysts. And the definition of a catalyst is something which incites activity.
In other words, something that causes action.
Yeah, baby, that's it. The sign-up process is easier than starting a Facebook account, and setting up your project in Teams is fast. It was so easy that I decided to risk using it for a chaotic launch, and I have to tell you, it rocked. What I love about Trello is that it's visual. I added images to certain tasks so I see, not just read, how my project is progressing and make adjustments if I need to.
These are two sentences that are so important, it just boggles my mind that most marketers are actually afraid to do it.
Well, look, it took me a while to do this sort of thing, so I understand the fear.
What we're talking about here is personal perspective. You said what I love about Trello. You're offering your feelings.
And boldly, there's nothing squishy or wishy-washy here about how I feel.
So I just have to ask, have you ever seen a situation where you were offered up your feelings about something and someone reacted with, oh, if Andy Jenkins likes it, or if it's an Andy Jenkins thing, then I don't want anything to do with it?
Oh, yeah.
And?
You know, since people really love the Baby Jesus song in the first video.
Oh, here we go.
Well, let me trot out another biblical reference, this time from adult Jesus. Don't cast your pearls before swine.
Jesus is my homeboy.
Look, you have to ask yourself, who are you making these videos for? For my part, I'm trying to transform people's lives with information. In return, if they feel like I've done a good job, they transform my business with a transaction, with action, with a sale, right? Well, why waste your time trying to transform people that are too ignorant to appreciate it? I mean, imagine how pathetic my marketing videos would be if I was worried about how a hater is going to react.
Don't suffer fools gladly.
How about don't suffer fools at all? I mean, you should make your videos for your fans. Be abundant, be large. Write and record as if the people that are watching are sincere and eager friends. You'll be blown away by what a difference that attitude makes in the tone of your videos.
It's a good thing you don't have a strong opinion about this.
I know. Dodged a bullet there, baby. Now to start, I captured everything. I just threw it into a category that I called the bucket. Then I assigned a team member by dragging their image onto the task. Check this out. I assigned Sean the create landing page task, gave it a due date that will cause his buttocks to tighten, moved it to the top of the bucket list so he would notice that it has a higher priority, and just in case being at the top of the list wasn't an obvious sign, I gave it a high priority mark with Trello's built-in label system. Now, Sean gets an alert. He springs into action. Into action. First, he drags his tasks into the doing category so I know he's in it to win it. And when he's done working hard, he drags that into the review category. I take a look, give him some feedback right in the task, Then label the task that it needs changes. Simply awesome.
This is like a little documentary about how you use Trello.
That's right. Right here, Mike. It's called the ownership experience. So let me pitch you a softball. What do we want our viewers to do after they've watched one of our sales or marketing videos?
Take action. Purchase the product we're selling.
Well, have you ever purchased a car without driving it?
Nope.
Have you ever bought a house without touring it? Ever bought a suit without trying it on?
Nope.
Are there any beds in your home that you didn't lay down on in the store before you brought them home?
No.
Any couches you didn't sit in?
No.
Any TVs you didn't watch?
No.
Well, that's the point of the ownership experience. Give your viewer a test drive. Help them imagine what it would be like to use that product in a real world situation. Let them live vicariously through your experience without the danger of actually trying it. It warms them up, man. It gives them confidence and it sparks some ideas.
At the same time, shows the benefits of the features of the product, but puts it into a context that they can understand.
Ownership experience is what big boys and big girls use to sell a lot of stuff. I think Trello is revolutionary, not only because of its simple setup, you can literally be using it 3 minutes from now, but also because your teams will be more productive because they can quickly see what their priority is when they get notified. It's fully customizable. I've used it from everything from writing a blog post to copywriting to managing fast-paced projects, and it worked brilliantly.
This is the kind of recap that gets sales. Short and to the point, and benefit-driven.
Actually, there are hardly any features. It's mostly benefits. You see, they got to see the features in the ownership experience segment. So now my job is to remind them of what the outcome of using Trello for them could be.
This is your fulfilling of the promise you made at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, Mike, here's a little secret. High converting video marketing is all about making promises and fulfilling them. At the end of the day, intent doesn't matter. It's the outcome that the viewer could have if they take action. That's what matters.
So let's see how you get them to take action.
Trello is my new project manager, and that's saying something because, like you, I've tried them all. Yes, I highly recommend it, and the price simply can't be beat. But if free wasn't enough, let me sweeten the deal. Before you sign up with Trello, send me an email to trello@videogenesis.com, and I'll shoot you a video tutorial I made that shows you how I use Trello to manage a multi-million-dollar project with just a handful of people. You can enter your email below this video to get that tutorial, or email me directly at trello@videogenesis.com. And I'll see you in the next video.
Every single sentence is ninja.
Thanks, man.
Break it down for us.
Okay, so first, I owned it. I said that Trello is my new project manager, which is true. And the decision to use Trello comes from my personal perspective of being disappointed with the other apps that are out there.
Then you judge it with confidence. You say that you highly recommend it. No waffling, nothing weak about that.
And combine that with an audio and visual reminder that the price can't be beat, and my endorsement is complete.
Then you raise the stakes. For a free product, you offer a bonus.
There's some cool stuff going on here. So first, even if they don't buy, I'm offering a little premium in exchange for their email.
A little list building action.
Right, even if they don't get Trello, I can email them later with another offer. Plus, they're gonna see that little bonus video I promised them.
Which will have more teaching that transforms.
That's right, and that transformation could inspire a transaction. Plus, they get to know me a little.
But it's not just the fact that you're giving a bonus tutorial, it's the topic of the tutorial.
Right, how I managed a multi-million-dollar project with just a handful of people.
That right there is why you're the boss. Explain this, mister.
Okay, so when most people think of project management, they think of slaving away in the trenches of tactics and deadlines. Well, why not remind your viewers what the big picture is? Humans want results. They want positive outcomes, even if they're trying to solve the most mundane problems.
Yes, to-do lists can be mundane, but
If using a unique one like Trello can create some big results,
with less than normal resources.
then suddenly to-do lists can be pretty good.
Sweet looking, sweet sounding, persuasive copywriting that tells a story, and a call to action that stacks more value. Totally nailed it.
But there's something missing.
The video styles. So far we've showed 8 styles of video.
Right, so there's the direct-to-camera, live demonstration, screen capture presentation, animation, doodle drawing, 2-person interview, and fly on the wall.
They were not random choices either.
That's right. Certain styles of video have different uses, meaning some are designed to only close a sale. Some are designed to get social engagement.
Like shares or likes.
That's right. And some are really good at getting email subscribers, and others are really good at getting traffic.
Let's not forget to teach what those styles are and how to use them in the next video.
Well, you know what? Even if we do, we got this.
Be careful, man. You can get in a lot of trouble with time travel.
Speaking of time travel, I've got an idea.
Nice.
Let's jump ahead a few weeks and see how our launch did. Ooh. Ready?
In 3, 2, 1.
We knew you'd come.
We wanted to know, how does it all turn out? Better than anyone could have imagined. You go on to help thousands of people with Video Genesis.
Wait, thousands? How is that possible? Because at the last minute, you both make an industry-changing decision.
First, you created a product that has thousands of dollars worth of value.
Second, you launched it to the world with videos that raised the bar for marketing for years to come.
But the most important decision you made was the price. What do you mean?
Well, instead of charging the typical $2,000 that a product like this would cost, you invited the world to Video Genesis by only charging
Be careful, man. Time travel can get you in trouble.
Honey?
I told you, it was about time.